thought it might be fun to do a whip and chat with you today, but not the normal type of whip and chat we would do because I'm working on some diamond art today. This piece is actually called Something in the Air from Diamond Art Club. I am very close to done with it. I just have this square and then one row back here with 5 of these size squares on it left. So I thought we could have some fun and work on this. A few things before we get started. I am just using a placer that placer pen, a drill pen that I got from Amazon. It came with some accessories and stuff, but I have a 9-piece multi-placer on one side and a single placer on the other side. I alternate them based on how I'm feeling at the moment. Just a pair of tweezers that came from my Diamond Art Club kit, regular Diamond Art Club tray. You can see this little trash can up here, a little trash can. That is actually from an Etsy store, and she is not making them right now because they don't survive shipping well. So it's just a little trash can though with a couple lids that opens and closes like a dumpster. I put my trash drills in there when I'm working. I do have a light board that I like to use so I can see behind, and I thought we would just get started. So if you're new here, hi, I'm Amber. I am half of Crafty Performers on Etsy. Oh, come on. There we go. On Etsy and Instagram and Facebook and TikTok. My husband Dave is the other half. And together we are Crafty Performers because we both like to perform. And if you're wondering, if you're new to this whole diamond art thing, this is a piece of release paper. These usually come with like a big piece of plastic. Sometimes they'll come with one big piece of release paper like this, but I like to go through and as I'm doing it, I switch out to release paper. So I have kind of bite-sized pieces to work with. I'm actually gonna put this up here and line it up so I know where the top is, because sometimes with the light board, I struggle seeing where I'm gonna stop. So I'm just gonna make a double layer of the release paper so I can tell where I'm supposed to stop. There we go. Oops. Of course. And I'm going to use my little trash can to help hold it down with the magnet on it. But there we go. If you've never done this before, they're really fun. This is actually a sticky back. And you put what are called drills on it. They're these shiny things. And we'll just get started and talk while we're doing it. Okay? I am a right-handed. So I'm going to do most of my work over here. I'm going to try really hard to do this without breathing into the camera because I've never done a whip and chat for this before. So these have symbols on them. And based on those symbols, they tell you what tools you're going to use. Here's my drill container for these. This is actually, it's an Elizabeth Ward case. I really like these. It's a bead case. So I hope you guys are having a good week. This is actually my spring break right now. So at this moment, I'm a substitute teacher in a 6th grade class. I'm a long-term sub until the end of the school year, but I have been off this entire week working on a special project during most of my day. Some yarn dyeing for a special order for a special friend. But other than that, I mean, my days are pretty good with not having to be in the classroom. Come on. You know, okay, I need to put new wax in this. So we'll talk while I'm doing that because I haven't done that for a while. So yeah, so I have this week off. I've been working on some dyeing, yarn dyeing for Fiber Floozy Crafts. We are actually doing a collaboration where she is gonna sell some yarn I've designed for her. This is a little wax container, and I'm just gonna clean out the back of this with my tweezers. So you can see it's got a layer of wax in it. I don't know if you can see that. I hope you can. I'm just gonna take the tweezers and clean them out. And set that over to the side for now. So I'll throw it away later. Oh, actually I can put that in with my little trash can, can't I? Because I can just throw that whole thing away later. So we are cleaning that out, getting all the extra wax out. Now I'll put a fresh line of wax into this side so that we can pick up our drills easily with no mess. All right, just if you get one of these, just make sure you gotta peel that layer of plastic off the top before you use the wax. So I'm gonna push down. I'm gonna do it over here where you guys can't see, sorry. Just push it down, make sure it really gets into there. And a lot of people, you might wanna peel it this way, and sometimes that works, but sometimes you kind of have to slide it off to make sure that you, it actually cuts away from the other wax. And now I have a little lip sticking out, so I'm just kind of breaking off the excess on the top and putting it in my little trash can. And if you're new to diamond painting, it's okay to use a single placer for all of your diamond painting. A single placer, there's nothing wrong with that. I like to go fast. So I need to reset my drills. So by the way, what's happening here is the flat backs are getting stuck in these little grooves, and then I'm making little lines of them. Okay, so now this should pick up more easily. And like I said, this will pick up to 9. So we'll see how it goes. There we go. That is so much better. Yay. Now we just put them down. And this one has nice big sections of this symbol, so we can use the multi-placer on all of them. And if they're not completely straight, it's okay. This is a round drill painting. So the behind everything is colored in. I don't know if you can see how behind the circles it's colored in, so that if they're not perfect, it's okay. You can still see the colors. And I know this looks like black, but it's actually a dark navy blue. Oh, come on, extra drill. You just kind of want to place one end and rock it down. So are you guys on spring break right now? And if so, what have you been doing for spring break? Just hanging out? So that's cool. No shame in having a staycation and relaxing. I had quite a bit of time off before becoming this long-term sub, because also, if you're new here, you may not know, my husband and I were actually planning on going to China. We were going to go there and teach. We got hired last year in May and June to go teach this school year. And with COVID and everything, things were taking a really long time. And then finally, in January, our contracts got canceled because of Omicron. And I guess now China's half of where we were supposed to go is called Koontz, outside of Shanghai. And Shanghai, half of it's in a lockdown right now. They were doing like alternating lockdowns because if you don't know, they have a 0 infection policy for COVID. So their goal is nobody gets COVID. So if one person gets it, they shut things down. So, I mean, it's a blessing and a curse. It would have been a fun experience for us, but you know, we live in the US and we're living our lives. So, yeah, so because of that, we didn't have teaching jobs this school year. Well, I mean, we did, but they were in China. So right now we're kind of looking for jobs, trying to figure out what we're going to do this next year. My husband is a music teacher and I'm an elementary teacher. So it's a little bit more difficult for him to find a job just because he's more specialized than I am. So we're kind of waiting for him to find a job, and then I will start looking a little bit harder. But all the jobs are starting to open up now. So that's it's a little scary not knowing what you're going to do. I'm just thankful we have a place to stay. We have a roof over our heads. We have food in our bellies. You know, we have many, many blessings right now. Things are going to work out for us. I know I keep thinking that, and other people keep saying that to us. It's scary, but everything happens for a reason, you know? I like to joke sometimes that, you know, everything happens for a reason, even if that reason is that you're stupid and you make dumb decisions. But this was not a dumb decision. This was just the way things worked out. A little trick too for you if you are going to do some diamond paintings. I know a lot of people watching this probably already do them. I myself like to watch people diamond paint and do whip and chats. I really enjoy them. But so you don't get confused on your drills, I always leave the container out that I'm using. First off, if I need to get any refills on my container, I have them right there. Second, you don't get confused when you're putting drills back at the end, because all these drills I've poured out, I'm not going to use them all. So, well, I might actually, because there's quite a bit of this one. So, but it's nice that way you're not like, oh, shoot, what was that number again? Or what was that symbol again? And you can, I don't know if you can see, I'm using my multiplacer to place singles too. You can use your multiplacer to place singles. Sometimes I enjoy doing that. It's kind of nice. Like I said at the beginning, this one is a Diamond Art Club painting. You can see right here, there's a key, but also Diamond Art Club supplies you with stickers that you can put on all of your bead cases. So this is the number, but that number, I don't really pay attention to that number. This is the symbol you'll see on the container. Right there's the symbol you see on the container. And then this is the DMC number. Now, if you've ever done anything with embroidery floss or, you know, like cross stitching or anything, you will recognize the numbers. They did match these numbers to the DMC numbers. And I believe it's because the first people who did diamond art were cross stitchers. So it was really easy just to transfer that number system over to diamond painting. Let's see. Sorry, moments where I have to focus a little more. And I know my brain goes back and forth. So like I was telling you earlier about round diamonds, these are round. You can also get kits with square diamonds. Now the square diamonds, they're so satisfying to click in because the square diamonds basically fill up the entire canvas. They go edge to edge with each other. And so when you put them in, they have to fit in. And so sometimes you'll be putting them in and then you just kind of hear them snap into place. And it is just a satisfying thing. Now, if you can see, sometimes I'm moving them because they don't get quite centered, and that's okay. It doesn't hurt the canvas if they're not centered. I just try as much as I can to center them, but it doesn't hurt it. And it's okay to sometimes miss one. I have to go back sometimes and change back to ones I've done before, but I try really hard to make sure I get them all at once. And I go every other sometimes too. They sometimes fit better and are straighter if you go every other, and then fill in between. That sounded like someone was here, but I'm the only one here right now. That's a little weird. Maybe it's just people playing outside. All of this Alpine School District is on spring break this week, so the kids outside, or the kids in the neighborhood are probably outside playing. I bet that's what I'm hearing. And I hope my watch doesn't bother you being in frame so much. I know it's sparkly. My mother-in-law was so nice and got me this cover for my watch. And I have these scrunchy bands. They're so nice. I don't know if any of you have sensitive wrists like I do, but I can't handle watch bands that are too tight. When they get too tight, I get uncomfortable. Let's see. All right, I think I have all of that one done. So now I'm gonna put these back in here. And now this is from the Diamond Art Club, from their new kits. They're slowly, not filtering, I don't know the best word, putting them into the kits that you get. And they're nice because they have a little plug at the end so that when you are shaking up your tray, your diamonds don't fall out. Now, the way I like to do these is I like to start at the right edge and I just pick the first one and then I go to the next one. So next I'm gonna do symbol number 1, which is what's called an A-B drill. Let's see if you can see what this looks like. You can see it's super sparkly. Look at that. A-B drills are coated with a special coating so that they are super shiny. So they're, I mean, all all the drills are shiny, but these have a special coating that just makes them sparkle even more. I don't know if you can tell, but oh, they're so pretty. Okay, so now I'm doing the number 1s, which, watch, that's the only, no, there's a few. Okay, I was like, watch that be the only one. Okay, put this back over here so it's easier to work with again. I like to keep my tray by the hand that's doing the painting. Now, you may wonder why they call it diamond painting, because you're really not painting, but they paint it for you and then they make it sticky and chart it out with the different colors, and then you just add the drills. So you're basically enhancing a painting, I guess, is the best way to describe what you're doing. Let's see. I love the AB drills. This one actually has 2 different AB drills in the kit. The other one is a blue. And it is also very pretty and sparkly. I'll try to do a whip and chat. I think is the next one I'm doing square. I don't remember. I have a couple that I want to do next, so I'm trying to decide. I am a Diamond Art Club affiliate, so no pressure, but I will put a code, oh, not a code, the link down in the description that you can buy a Diamond Art Club with that link. And if you do, you get a small discount and I get a small kickback. So no pressure. If there's someone else you'd rather use their code, that's fine. But I fell in love with Diamond Art Club. I did my first one I got was not Diamond Art Club. I actually have a Diamond Dots one from Joanne. Or Joanne. Depends on who you are, what you call it. That's a Harry Potter. And I started doing that one. That was my first one I started doing. And I was not ready for that big one yet. So I had to go to Montana in the end of January because my grandmother passed away. So I was there helping out. And while I was there, I decided to just get a small, like pocket-sized one, I guess, from the Joann's there, and did a little hummingbird and learned a little bit more about placement. And I just fell in love. Now, Diamond Dots is a good brand too, and you can get that at Joann's, Hobby Lobby. I believe Michael's carries them sometimes. And like, they are a good brand. I have no issues with Diamond Dots. I just like the designs better for Diamond Art Club. And you can sometimes get Diamond Art Club at Hobby Lobby and Joann's. They both also carry Diamond Art Club. So, and Hobby Lobby every other week has discounts. But I digress. So anyway, so I got that pocket-sized one, and I did most of it while I was in Montana. And I just realized, yeah, I really like this. And I started, while I was there, I discovered Diamond Art Club from watching a YouTuber, I believe it was Diamonds and Washi. She does pretty much only Diamond Art Club, or not Diamond Art Club, only Diamond Art on her channel. And I believe that's the one I found Diamond Art Club with. So I ordered my first 2 when I was there. And They arrived about 3 days after I got home from Montana. And I just realized, oh my gosh, the quality on these is amazing. And like I said, the quality on Diamond Dots is not bad. I don't mind it at all. But the back of a Diamond Art Club is so velvety smooth. And the drills are so super shiny. And the glue is amazing. If you watched me and Mom's video a week and a half ago, I think it was. Because it was before spring break. Sorry, I can't talk. It was before spring break. Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Got a phone call. Kept working while I was on the phone, but I switched colors while I was talking. This one actually has had so many that I have an overflow container. This is, I don't know if you've seen these Elizabeth Ward bead cases, but they have different size containers, so you can mix and match what you need. But anyway, okay, I was talking about, how I discovered Diamond Art Club. So they arrived, like I said, after we got home. And both of the ones that I ordered were larger than I realized. So I happened to be at Hobby Lobby and I found some Diamond Art Club at Hobby Lobby because, like I said, they do sell it there. And I got one called Dahlia. And I came home and I kitted her up immediately. And I finished her in 2 weeks. Now, she was my first square because I had done Amazon ones too. Oh, I didn't tell you that I did Amazon ones too in between. I did some Amazon ones, but the glue on a lot of the Amazon ones is not as good as the glue on the ones that cost a little more. I know there's a lot of people who do the Amazon ones and have no issues, and sometimes you can't find some of those designs that you want. We found it really hard to find music ones. Since my husband is a music teacher, we like the music ones. So he's gotten a few Amazon ones that are music. And the glue just isn't as good. We need to go through and seal them. The Diamond Art Club ones, you don't have to seal. Some people do still, but you don't have to. The glue it's pretty good. Like it moves a little bit now if I need it to, but if you saw our video, like I was like scrubbing my hand across it and nothing moves. The ones from Amazon I was trying to do that with, I popped off some of the drills on my husband's designs on accident. And so, yeah, they are poured glue, which is awesome. I feel like all I'm doing is talking about Diamond Art Club. I'm sorry, guys. Just like I said, I did dye some yarn this week. So far, I have 2 more days of break. No, 1 more day. Today's Thursday, isn't it? So I will be dyeing more yarn tomorrow, trying to get it finished. But I have 4 special colorways that Miss Jill at Fiberfloozy Crafts is going to be featuring in her shop. Exclusive colors to her. So every day I've done a different color. So tomorrow I have my last one I gotta dye, and then they should be dry and ready to ship to her next week, which is awesome. And then I spent time cleaning. Right now we've got a few days with just us. We are living with our in-laws, but everyone is out doing things this week. So for the next few days, it's just me and Dave, which is so cool. I love my in-laws, but it's nice having the house to ourselves for a bit. My husband was actually who called me when I had to pause this for a minute. And he's like, what do you want to do? And I'm like, I don't know. I mean, he's got to work tomorrow. He's subbing. We're subbing for different districts. Well, he can sub for the district I work in, but since I'm doing a long-term sub, I am in only Alpine until the end of the school year. But he can sub for Provo and Jordan school district, and Jordan doesn't have their spring break until the end of April. So right now he's subbing for a friend for the whole week in the same class, which is awesome. Like I said, he's a music teacher, and I think he's doing middle school band and guitar this week. I'm really excited because my birthday is coming up in May, and my birthday movie that we're going to go see is the new Doctor Strange, Multiverse of Madness. It actually officially comes out the day before or day after my birthday, but our local Fat Cats has screenings of it on my birthday, which is May 5th. So I think we're going to go see it. You know, I realize when you get older, birthdays just aren't the same as they were when you were younger. It's not as big of a deal, but I'm excited because we like to watch movies. We're a movie family. Well, a movie couple. Oh, shoot, I missed 2 of that color. I don't know if you can see right. It's hard to see what I'm showing you, but right below the white I'm working on that I just placed, oh, you can't see it. Nope. I missed 2 of my little line ones. That's okay. I can go back later and fix it. That happens sometimes. So have any of you tried diamond painting? I know our normal followers, some have, but we've gotten some new followers lately, which is awesome. And I'm curious, if you're new here, have you done diamond painting? I got some knitting done this week. Oh, well, just yesterday and today, but I got a lot done. I've been working on a pair of socks for quite a while. I stopped for a bit because with winter, the weather has been messing with my hand. I had carpal tunnel surgery in August on my left hand to hopefully help with the pain I have been having for years. And it hasn't really helped it. And during the winter, it gets worse. So that's kind of why I've been doing more diamond painting lately. But I did finish my heels on the socks I'm working on. And I am about to do the cuffs. I did some more rounds around them last night and today while I was dyeing yarn. So I am almost ready to do the cuffs and finish those. I'm trying really hard to finish it by this Saturday when Mom and I film. I don't know if this is going to go up before or after that video. So you may have already seen them if this goes up after our live. But I'm really excited because I just want to get them done. I've had a lot of WIPs that I've been trying to work through, and then winter hit and my hands started really hurting. Some of these do not want to flatten. I found with the whites in this kit, they're really staticky. They stick to each other, and sometimes you can uncrunch them with your fingers. Oh, one just went flying. That's one of the fun things about diamond painting. You will find drills everywhere. You can be so careful, and they still go everywhere. Okay, I'm gonna work with, I messed it up. Okay, let me pour some more in here. Let's see, what else can I tell you? I mean, I feel like when we do our lives, we share a lot, Mom and I do. But I don't know. I mean, you may know some things about me, but not everything. I am getting back into yarn dyeing. So I told you I'm working on a special order. And since we're not going to China, we have reopened our shop. Like I said, Dave and I are crafty performers together. That's our shop name. We have been married for, well, this year will be year 12. And we met in a play. Dave and I were doing a play. It was a religious play about the Book of Mormon. If you are familiar with that, you will know who Nephi is and Laman and Lemuel. My husband played Lemuel and I played Nephi's wife. I dropped something on there. There we go. And when we got married, our best man actually ended up being Nephi. It was fun. But we met in Utah, and we lived here for a little while when we first got married, and then Dave got his first job in Arizona. So we moved to Arizona and lived there for 3 years. Then we lived in Idaho. He got a teaching job in Idaho, in Jerome, So we moved to Idaho. And then we got a job in a different part of Idaho. So we moved across the state to East Idaho. And now we're in Utah again because we're living with in-laws while we try to get everything figured out. So that's our entire marriage in a nutshell. I like scary movies. Both of us like to sing and act. I actually, before I went back to school to become a teacher, I was a musical theater major. And I wanted to perform, but acting takes a lot. And, you can do it for fun, but it's really hard to find someone who's willing to pay you to do it unless you're on Broadway. So after a while, I just tried to decide what I wanted to do with my life. I was in the medical field for a while as a medical receptionist and realized I didn't like that anymore. I didn't like dealing with patients, angry patients, because I'm a very sensitive person. I didn't like being the one who was being yelled at by patients when they were upset about things. I am very sensitive, and it hurt my heart sometimes. So when we moved across Idaho to Eastern Idaho, I decided that I wanted to do something else with my life. And I actually became a school bus driver for a while, and I was a substitute teacher. Then I got the opportunity to be a paraprofessional, which is kind of like a teacher's aide here in Utah. They call them an aide, but I was a paraprofessional. I worked in special education with students who needed a little help, and decided to go back to school and get my bachelor's degree and become a teacher. So I did that. It took me 2 years to finish my degree. I did it all online except for my student teaching, which was great for me. I did really well with online schooling because I was very, very self-motivated while I was doing it. And I taught for a year. I was a para for those years when I was in school. And then I taught for a year. I taught 5th grade, and then China happened. Well, the pandemic happened before China. It started while I was student teaching. My last day of student teaching was March 17th, 2020, right? Because we're in 2022 now. Yeah. So we didn't know what was going to happen there. If I was going to have enough time in the classroom, because my school was like, everyone's out. You're not in the classroom anymore. We're all done. And I think I had 3 weeks that I was still scheduled to be student teaching. And so there was a waiting game for a while of, am I going to have enough hours? Am I going to be able to get my teaching license? Am I going to graduate? Because nobody knew anything. Well, I mean, it was such a new thing. And those of you who had to go to school during that time, I'm sure you know what I'm talking about. It was every day, okay, so what's going to happen today? Are we going to get a notification? Are they going to tell us our time counted? Are they going to tell us our time didn't count? Then we have to do student teaching again. How is this going to go? And then finally, I got notification that I had officially graduated. And I was able to apply for my teaching license and teach. We have a bird outside that sounds like someone whistling to their dog. Every time I hear it, I think there's someone in our backyard whistling to the dog. But the dogs aren't here right now. They're on vacation. It's kind of weird. So that's my life in a nutshell. Well, my married life in a nutshell. As you can see, diamond painting is not a quick hobby. A lot of people talk about using it for relaxation. My husband loves it. He says it's a good focus activity for him. It's nice having something you can accomplish. I feel that way with knitting as well, but not everyone can knit. Not everyone can crochet. This is something I think anyone can do. You just have to have the patience to get it done. because we've been going about 40 minutes, I think, and I'm not halfway done with this section yet, but it's okay. Things take time, right? Okay. Is that all of that one? I think it is. Okay. I'm going to really quickly show you something. Oops, where did that go? Right there. Something cool about these containers. Let me grab the one I missed 2 of. So this one I told you I missed 2 of. So I actually can just open it and take them out from the inside without having to put them in the tray. The tray is nice because it does flatten them out. But if you only have like 1 or 2 of one of the colors, it's really nice just to open the container, grab them, and then move on. There will be times too then you'll find you'll just have 1 or 2 of a color and you don't need to pour them at all. And usually that happens to me when I get closer to the end of a section. Yeah, I was just looking at my next one is this little K. And I was like, how many do I have of that? But I think I'm gonna have enough that it's gonna warrant just pouring the whole thing in. So I can do some lines of them. And you'll notice some of these do flatten better than others. I think that white is just so staticky. So it's really hard to get the good lines. There we go. And I'm just gonna do this with you until my husband gets home. He should be home soon. So if you hear me go, okay, gotta go, that's why, because he's home. Because we've got to figure out our dinner situation and our evening situation. You guys doing anything fun tonight or this weekend? I don't know what we're doing. Honestly, we haven't discussed that far. It's funny, you know, you get older and it's like, okay. I mean, when I was younger, I felt like I had to plan every moment of my life. Like, that I always had something going on. But now it's just like, no, I don't mind just having time to just hang out, watch some TV maybe, I don't know, do some knitting, do some diamond painting, just take some me time. I love being in the classroom, but it is nice being away from that for a little bit because the classroom can get so loud. Telling my husband, you know, when you're an introvert and when it gets loud, sometimes it's really hard to focus and be present. And it takes all my energy during the week when I'm in the classroom to make sure I'm mentally there because my brain doesn't want to shut off. I mean, honesty right there. I mean, I love teaching. I love being in the classroom, but sometimes it's just mentally taxing. And anyone who's been in a classroom understands that. You guys know why. Kids have so much more energy than adults do. I love the students. It's so great being in there, but yeah, it takes a lot. A lot. And these are good kids. I mean, I worked in classrooms with rowdy kids that are just don't want to do anything. But these kids are just loud. It's just this classroom, they're just loud. They just like to talk, which is great for them and loud for me. All right, where are you? All right, my next one, this L. I know a lot of you follow for our yarn and knitting content, and I hope that this is interesting to you. If you don't, I don't know. I used to, before I started doing these, I would get on TikTok and I would type in diamond painting and I would just watch people do it. And I just enjoy watching how everyone does it because we all do it a little bit different and no way is wrong. I mean, as long as you're following the pattern on these ones, you can do freeform ones. There's people who will design them for you. We actually took and had one of our wedding photos made into one. We haven't done it yet. We have to wait till we have our own space because it's big. That is one thing too you want to know about diamond art if you've never done it before. Size does matter with diamond painting. The smaller the diamond painting, the less details you get. So if you have something that has a lot of details, you want to go big. And that I think is my big issue with going on Amazon versus another bigger company. Because Amazon, they're not all, you can get bigger ones, but usually the ones that people tend to gravitate for are the ones that are cheaper. And it's not going to be necessarily big enough to get the detail you want. So you want to try to focus and go towards those bigger ones if it's a picture with a lot of detail. If it's not a lot of detail and like abstract lines and colors and stuff, you can go smaller and it is no big deal. But size does matter, very much so. And if you want something that's worthy, well, in my opinion, okay, because I'm just one person, you can do what you want with your money. But if I'm going to spend money on something like this and I'm going to take the time to do it, I want to be able to display it and look at that and go, yeah, that looks awesome. Not look at it and go, I can't even tell what that is anymore. Because I have a couple Amazon ones. Like I have one I'm working my way through. It was I called it my bite size. I would take it places with me. And it's really hard to tell what it is. I know what it is because I bought it. But it's really hard to see the detail on it. So, just pay attention if you want to do these to what size things are, because you want things to look good. You don't want them to have no detail. And also you have to watch out on Amazon for stolen artwork. Now, some people don't care, but as an artist, I care about people stealing my work. I am not this kind of artist. I'm not a painting artist, but I know what it's like to put your hard work out there and then have someone else take it and claim it as theirs. Oh, I miss some L's. So be aware. Oh, I miss more L's. Dang it. That there are people out there on Amazon and a lot of the companies that send you things from other countries. A lot of times it is stolen artwork. Diamond Art Club does pay their artists. They pay licensing for all the diamond art they do. So, the artists are getting their money and they're getting their worth. And I really enjoy the artists they use, actually. Man, I missed a couple of sets of L's. Dang it. Yeah, and that, like I said, that matters to me. And I've watched arguments on group pages of people who don't care about stolen artwork, but it's not the big company that they're screwing over by stealing that artwork. It's the little guy. Artists don't make enough as it is for what they do. There's a reason why there's the term starving artist. So I believe they deserve to get paid. And, okay, off my soapbox right now. And if anyone is wondering, I did my own nails. I redid them last night. They're with chrome powder, and then I stamped on top of the chrome powder. I don't know if you can see the marbling on them. I do my own nails because it's cheaper. And I know they don't look perfect, but I don't care because I like them. And I'm going to fix these L's that I missed really fast. I'm going to have to pour it into the tray because there's enough that I want to do lines. Like I said, sometimes you miss things. It's not a big deal. Let's see. Anything else cool I can tell you? Things about me you may or may not know. I like the TV show The Office. I like Supernatural, the TV show. Like I said, I like scary movies. I grew up watching those a lot. my husband and I like watching Parks and Recreation together and Brooklyn Nine-Nine. That's fun. Bob's Burgers is one of my guilty pleasures. And I don't know if you've ever seen the movie Drop Dead Gorgeous with Kirsten Dunst, but if you have not and you like the mockumentary format, it's hilarious. It's about a small town beauty pageant that's part of a like a national beauty pageant thing. And it's funny. I really enjoy that movie. And I think right now it's on, I think we found it on HBO Max last month. I think that's where we watched it. But yeah, that is a funny show. I like that mockumentary style. My favorite movie ever, and the only movie I've ever seen I have two favorite movies, okay? The only movie I've ever seen in theaters that I paid full price for 6 times is Gladiator with Russell Crowe. That movie, I love that movie. It is beautiful and heart-wrenching and just everything a movie should be. And my favorite scary movie ever is Prom Night from the 70s with the Scream Queen. I can picture her in my head, and you're probably screaming her name right now if you're watching this. Jamie Lee Curtis. Because I got to the end and I did not suspect the end. And it's still thinking about that movie and the ending gets me every time. I'm not going to give it away in case you haven't seen it. It is a little blue, I guess is the term you would use. It is rated R. So if you don't like that kind of stuff, don't watch it. But the ending of it, it was just... Oh, and it's got Leslie Nielsen in it, in one of the few serious roles I've seen him in. Growing up, I watched him in like the Naked Gun movies and like Dracula, Dead and Loving It, and he was always comedy. An Airplane, right? He's an Airplane, isn't he? I think he's an Airplane. But in Prom Night, he is very serious. It's not a comedy. So, yeah. So, FYI, there you go. I like to read. My favorite author is Dean Koontz. My favorite book by Dean Koontz is Watchers. If you've not read it, it is worth a read. It is about a genetically engineered dog and a monster. Basically a genetically engineered monster who's chasing down the dog and then the people that it comes in contact with and how their lives are changed based on this animal. It is, I think, I've read that book probably, well, I read it for the first time in the 90s, so I read it at least once a year, if not more. It is one of my guilty pleasure books. I love that book, and I love getting to the end, and it makes my heart happy and sad at the same time. It's one of those books that just gets you. And Dean Koontz is an amazing author. I did write him once. I wrote him a little email when I joined his mailing list, actually. And I had written him a note because his dog Trixie passed away. And he always talked about her on the back of his books. And I put a little note, I was saying I was so sorry about Trixie dying. And he wrote me, when he sent me the copy of the newsletter, he wrote me a little letter, basically thanking me for saying something about Trixie. So, I mean, he's really cool. And I do follow him on Facebook still, and he's funny. He's getting older, but he's still releasing books. And I like Stephen King. Older Stephen King. His older stuff from the 70s and 80s. But I'm so focused, sorry. Trying to get these straight. Do you hear that little snapping sound as they got next to each other? That's so satisfying. let's see. Told you my favorite movie, told you my favorite book. I like all music, but my favorite artist is Josh Groban. He just makes my heart happy. Fell in love with him, or his music. Well, no, let's be honest. At the time, it was him because I was young when he was on Ally McBeal the first time. And that's aging me as well. But I saw him on Ally McBeal in the 2000s when he first got his start, and something endeared me to him, or endeared him to me. I really just like his music. I think he is a person. I've seen some of the, when YouTube first came out. Gosh, I feel like an old person when I say that. When YouTube was first invented, I remember he had a YouTube channel. He does now still, but he would do funny videos on it, like funny cooking videos. And I just thought, yeah, he just seems like the type of person that I'd be friends with in real life. And so, and he happens to be able to sing. So, you know, just found some K's that I missed. Man. Let's just do this. Well, I missed more than I thought. That's okay. I can still do this. I really like also Bowling for Soup. And that's a band. If you don't know, that's a band. And I kind of have gotten stuck in a lot of the stuff that I used to like when I was younger. Maybe that happens as you get older. You reminisce. Because I like music from like the mid-2000s up through like 2010. And some of the newer stuff too. Like I like Imagine Dragons and some Taylor Swift, but she's going a little off the rails for me. I liked her better when she wrote her own, well, I think she still writes her own music, but I liked her better when she was country. Just going to say it. Before she went pop and crossover. And you know what? You can fight me. I don't care. I feel the same way about Ed Sheeran. I liked him before he was mainstream. I like his music from before he, you know, changed his style up a bit. And of course, I like 80s music because, you know, that's what all old people like now, right? And I know I'm not old, but according to my students, I am old. Every time they find out my age, they're like, no way, Ms. McConaughey, you're not that old. Yeah, I am. You guys, you can see my gray hair. Speaking of which, I need to take care of that. I don't want gray hair. Okay, let's see. I'm trying to think of things I want to tell you. Funny story. Well, not funny. When I was in high school. I'm not going to say when, but it was a while ago. I fell down the stairs. I actually stepped on a cat and slipped down the stairs, and I had my keys in my hand. And I got a key through my hand, my left hand, which is why I actually think that I have hand issues with this left hand, but I actually have a scar. It's really difficult to see, but like right here where the key went through my hand. I think the cat was fine. We never figured out which cat I stepped on. We had kittens at the time. Nobody acted like they were limping or anything. They all survived, so lucky cats. But yeah, so I had to my mom took me to the urgent care, and my mother pulled the key out of my hand before we got there, which you never pull out a puncture wound, but she was panicked, so she did. And so that's why I think I have issues with my left hand. That, you know, it just is what it is, but. All right, can I tell you anything exciting? I don't know. I've never really done a whip and chat like this. So I'm used to doing lives where we can have a conversation, but I wanted to film something that I could just upload independently as a separate thing. So I don't even know what to talk about anymore. If you can think of any thoughts of things you want to ask me, things you want to know, go ahead and leave them in the comments down below. I will actually have some links for you too to my Diamond Art Club, the Diamond Art Club website, where you can get the discount from, from me. And you can help me out if you want. And I have the link to my Etsy shop, which is Crafty Performers. Link to my mom's shop in there. She's Donna. She and I film together every other Saturday. If you're new and you don't know that. It has, what other things? I have links to our Instagram accounts in there. Our Facebooks. And all of our Etsys. I think I might have a link to my TikTok, but I'm not sure. I haven't been filming as many TikToks lately. It's hard when I'm in the classroom full time to do anything besides school. I come home and I'm just so tired and I don't want to make a video. That's why right now this is a good time to film, because nobody's here. I'm here by myself and I can just talk and talk and talk if I want to. And do a whip and chat with you. Yeah, so if you have any questions you want me to answer, any topics you want me to talk about, there's things I could go on and on and on about. I could tell you entire stories. Like I could read you a book if you want during our whip and chat. I don't know if you can see where the diamonds are. With the light on, sometimes it's hard to tell. Oh, there you can't tell at all. My battery is dying on my... I have to use an external hard drive to light up my light box. And that external battery is at 39%. But it'll last for a while still. I've got these awesome external batteries at a place that we have here called NPS. I can't remember what it stands for, but basically it is discounted stuff. They buy things in bulk and then put them on sale and sell them. So I got this awesome block for battery charging, and it was on sale. I think when I got it, it was 30% off, and it lasts forever. I haven't charged it in 2 weeks. Oh, my husband's home. Okay, thanks for watching. Make sure you like and subscribe. Leave me a comment down below and check out the links, and I will talk to you guys later. Bye.